the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tale. Gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, joy is a song. Ding joyful ring, all caroling. Ding, how they send on without end their joyful tone to every home. God go the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful sing, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tones. Gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is a song. With joyful ring, all caroling. On how they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
On how they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, la 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 la. Fast away the Yule passes, la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we join us all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Reimagined Radio. You are listening tonight live from the historic Higgins Theater, the heart of the Arts District in downtown Vancouver, Washington, USA. Our broadcast and live stream tonight are provided by KXRW LP Vancouver and KXRY LP Portland. I'm John Barber, producer and host of Reimagined Radio. I like the idea of people gathering around a radio to share the experience of stories told with voices, sound effects, and music. Some of you may remember that Reimagined Radio offered live radio storytelling programs like this one from 2013 until 2020, when Uncle COVID came to town and forced us all to ground. Reimagined Radio pivoted to radio broadcasts, and you can hear our episodes every third Monday on KXRW and KXRY. More about them in a moment. So after nearly 3 years' absence, I'm very pleased to be here tonight with you and once again be hosting a live radio adaptation of the classic holiday story, A Christmas Carol, by Mr. Charles Dickens. No doubt you are familiar with this story about hope overcoming adversity. When Mr. Dickens published his story in December of 1843, Victorian England was transitioning from an agrarian to an industrial economy. During that transition, many people were confronted by homelessness, hunger, rising costs, and little hope. We confront these same problems today, right here in our community. Performing this story for you tonight is our earliest partner in radio storytelling, the Willamette Radio Workshop of Portland, Oregon, directed by Sam A. Mowry. We have also already enjoyed and will continue to enjoy the holiday caroling of the Holly Jolly Singers, directed by Bennett Bailey. You've had the pleasure now of hearing them sing, and they will be entertaining you further this evening. Our performance tonight is a group effort, and there are some folks that I would like to thank. I've already mentioned Sam A. Mowry and Bennett Bailey, but want also to thank the members of the Willamette Radio Workshop and the members of the Holly Jolly Singers for the performance from each that you will enjoy tonight. Our live broadcast and global stream, as I said, are provided by KXRW and KXRY, community radio stations from Vancouver and Portland, respectively. Big thanks to Susan Galaviz, President, Board of Directors of KXRW, and Chase Spross, Station Manager, KXRY, and tonight here coordinating the live streaming. I mentioned that we are broadcasting live from the historic Kiggins Theater in downtown Vancouver. Big thanks to Dan Wyatt Jr., owner and manager, for providing the stage tonight. Thanks to Holly Slocum, who designed the promotional graphics for Reimagined Radio. She and her family, including recently arrived baby Iris, are here tonight. The Creative Media and Digital Culture Program at Washington State University, Vancouver, is another partner for tonight's performance. Dr. Dini Grigar, Program Director, and several program graduates now working in her electronic literature lab are with us tonight. Some of my students are here as well. Thank you all for being here. Now, please join me welcoming them as Reimagined Radio presents the Willamette Radio Workshop, the Holly Jolly Singers, and their performance of A Radio Christmas Carol.
The Willamette Radio Workshop.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It is winter here in the Northern Hemisphere, a time when cold and darkness lay claim to the outside world, while we mere mortals gather inside in search of light and warmth and community. This is a time for games and feasting, stories and songs, new delights and old traditions. Here in the United States, our traditions, like our very population, come from all over the world. We are enriched by 2,000 years of accumulated customs from the four corners of the globes, ours to share together. And what better story to share together on a cold winter's eve than that of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, the tale of Ebenezer Scrooge, a man as solitary as an oyster, who learns at last to reach out to his fellow creatures. Here at WRW, we have a long-standing holiday tradition of bringing this story to the community. Over the years, our tiny Tims have grown into Bob Cratchits, and we have said a sad farewell to more than one magnificent Scrooge. Tonight, we invite all of you to share in our tradition. In homage to the spirit of Christmas present, we ask you to make a contribution, if you can, to Fish. They are out in front of the theater and would be happy to take your money or your canned food donation. For as Dickens points out, this is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. We thank you for your generosity, and we humbly offer up this ghost of a program with our warmest Yuletide greetings. May it haunt your houses pleasantly.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavy song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Marley was dead to begin with. There's no doubt about that. The burial register was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good for anything on the exchange. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't know what there is particularly dead about a doornail. Myself would be inclined to regard the coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but the wisdom of our ancestors must prevail, or the country's done for. I repeat, Marley was dead as a doornail.
Scrooge knew he was dead.
Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? The two of them were partners for, I don't know how many years.
Scrooge was his sole executor, administrator, friend, and mourner. He was an excellent man of business on the very day of the funeral.
Which brings me back to my starting point. There is no doubt that Marley was dead. This must be understood, or nothing can come of the story I shall relate. If we were not perfectly convinced that Hamlet's father died before the play began, there would be nothing remarkable about his taking a stroll at night upon his own ramparts.
True.
The firm remained known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes newcomers called Scrooge Scrooge and sometimes Marley, but he answered to both. It was all the same to him.
Oh, he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, old Scrooge, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, covetous old sinner.
Hard and sharp as flint he was. No wind that blew was bitterer than he.
But what about the story?
Oh, yes. The story. Once upon a time, of all the good old days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting weather. The people outside went wheezing up and down, beating their hands upon their breasts and stamping their feet. It was dark, and the candles were flaring in the windows of neighboring offices. Fog came pouring in at every chink and keyhole. Scrooge kept his eye on his clerk, who sat in a dismal little cell copying letters.
19, 20, 21, 22, 92.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Mr. Fred, Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Christmas? Bah! Humbug.
Christmas, a humbug? Uncle, you don't mean that, I'm sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Well, come then. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Impertinence.
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas, out upon Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older, not an hour richer? If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stick of holly through his heart.
Uncle!
Nephew, Keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good it may do you, much good it has ever done you.
I dare say there are many things from which I might have derived good by which I have not profited. Christmas among the rest. But Christmas time is the only time I know of when men and women seem, by one consent, to open their hearts freely and to think of people below them as fellow passengers, not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it.
God bless it.
Another sound from you, Bob Cratchit, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. As for you, nephew, you're quite a powerful speaker. I wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I'd sooner be boiled in oil.
But why?
Why did you marry against my wishes?
Because I fell in love?
Love. The only thing in the world more ridiculous than a Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, sir.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had any quarrels to which I have been a party. But I have made the trial in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Humbug!
Merry Christmas, Bob.
A Merry Christmas, sir.
You're a fine fellow, Bob Cratchit. 15 shillings a week, and a wife and family talking of a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam.
Good afternoon, sir. Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
Believe whatever you like.
Have we the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley has been dead the very night.
Oh, we have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
Liberality? An ominous word?
At this festive season of the year, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute.
Many thousands are in want of common necessaries.
Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
The treadmill and the poor law are in full vigor, then?
Both very busy, sir.
I'm very glad to hear it. I was afraid that something had occurred to stop them in their useful course.
Oh, they scarcely furnish Christian cheer of mind or body to the multitude, sir.
A few of us upon the exchange are endeavouring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth.
We choose this time because it is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices.
What shall we put you down for?
Nothing.
Oh, you wish to be left anonymous.
I wish to be left alone. Since you ask me what I wish, gentlemen, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I cannot afford to make idle people merry. My taxes help support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
But, sir...
It's enough for a man to understand his own business and not to interfere with other people's. My business occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Scrooge resumed his labors with an improved opinion of himself. Meanwhile, the fog and darkness thickened. The brightness of the shops made pale faces ruddy, and the grocers' trades became a splendid joke, a glorious pageant that had little to do with such dull principles as bargain and sale.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hear the page and stand by me, if thou know'st it telling, yonder peasant, who is he, where and what this dwelling? Sir, he lives a goodly kens, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes' fountain.
What's that infernal caterwauling?
Carolers, sir.
Carolers, eh? What do you mean by disturbing my place of business?
Spare a penny for the song, Governor.
A penny? A penny for the privilege of having my business interrupted?
It's the Christmas custom, sir.
Be off before I call the beadle. Meddlesome urchins. Humbug. Cratchit! What do you think you're doing with that coal scuttle?
The fire was a bit low, sir.
What of it?
Well, it's the cold, sir. It makes my fingers stiff.
That's what gloves are for, is it not? We can't be tossing coal in the fire every time we feel a gust of wind.
I suppose not, sir.
Take a message round to Ephraim Parthagill. Tell him he's to pay me the 17 shillings and sixpence he owes me by the end of business tomorrow, or I'll send round the constable.
Tomorrow? But it's Christmas, sir.
Debts do not simply disappear because it is Christmas time, Cratchit.
But, sir, Mr. Parthagill's wife is ill.
That's no concern of mine.
But, sir...
And stop staring at the clock. The office will close when it's closing time, not a moment before.
Yes, sir. 36 and 3, 36 and 9, 8 to carry the 2, 24, 31, 1, carry 3, no scarlet tippet for Tiny Tim, a comb for Martha, 33, 3 and carry 4, a hair ribbon for Belinda, 4, 7, 12, 15, and a happy new year.
At length, the hour of shutting up the counting house arrived.
I suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow, Cratchit.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It is not convenient, and it's not fair. If I was to stop you half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. And yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
But, sir, it's only once a year.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
The office was closed in a twinkling. Bob Cratchit, with the long ends of his white comforter dangling below his waist, for he boasted no greatcoat, went down a slide at the end of a lane of boys 20 times in honor of it being Christmas Eve, and then ran home as hard as he could pelt to play blind man's bluff with his family.
Scrooge took his melancholy dinner in his usual melancholy tavern. He beguiled the rest of the evening with his banker's book and then went home.
Now it is a fact that there is nothing at all particular about the knocker on Scrooge's door, except that it was very large.
It is also a fact that Scrooge had seen it night and morning during his whole residence in the place.
And Scrooge had as little of what is called fancy about him as any man in the city of London.
Let it also be borne in mind that Scrooge had not bestowed one thought on Marley since his last mention of him that afternoon.
And then let any man explain to me, if he can, how it happened that Scrooge saw in the knocker not a knocker, but Marley's face, with a dismal light about it, not angry or ferocious, but as Marley used to look, with ghostly spectacles turned up on its ghostly forehead, the hair curiously stirred, the eyes wide open and motionless.
And then it was a knocker again. To say he wasn't startled would be a lie, but he turned the key, walked in, and lighted his candle.
Humbug.
He fastened the door, walked across the hall and up the stairs. He went through his rooms to see that all was right.
Sitting room, bedroom, lumber room, all as they should be.
Nobody under the bed, nobody in the closet, nobody in his dressing gown.
Quite satisfied, he closed the door and locked himself in.
Double locked himself in, not his custom.
He put on his dressing gown, slippers, and nightcap and sat down before the fire to take his gruel.
A very low fire indeed for such a bitter night.
His glance happened to rest upon a disused bell, and as he looked out, he saw this bell begin to swing.
What? What's that? Humbug. Who's there? Is someone in the cellar? Oh, what a humbug! Humbug still! I won't believe it!
Ebenezer Scrooge.
What do you want from me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
You're particular for a shade. Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Or do it then.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. You see this toothpick? I have but to swallow it, and be for the rest of my days persecuted by a legion of goblins, all of my own creation. Humbug, I tell you, humbug!
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
Oh, I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? And why do you come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men. If that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death, to wander through the world and witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness.
Tell me, why are you fettered? And why do your chains bear cash boxes and padlocks and ledgers?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of strong coil you bear yourself? It was full as heavy and as long 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. It comes from other regions, Ebenezer, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. Mark me. In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole, and weary journeys lie before me.
You might have got over a great quantity of ground in 7 years, Jacob.
Oh, captive, bound, and double-ironed? Any spirit working kindly in its little sphere will find its mortal life too short. No space of regret can make amends for one's life's opportunities misused.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. Hear me. My time is nearly gone. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring, Ebenezer.
You were always a good friend to me, Jacob.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
In that case, I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and have it over, Jacob?
Look to see me no more. Remember what has passed between us.
The apparition walked backwards through the open window. Outside, the air was filled with moaning phantoms. Every one of them wore chains.
They suffered, for they sought to interfere for good in human matters, and had lost the power to do so forever.
Scrooge went straight to bed and pulled the covers over his head. He awoke to hear the chimes striking. 1/4 past, 1/2 past, 1/4 to it, 1 o'clock. Lights flashed up in the room. The bed curtains were drawn aside, and Scrooge found himself face to face with an unearthly visitor, not so like a child as an old man diminished to a child's proportions.
Its hair was white, yet the face had not a wrinkle in it, and the tenderest bloom was on the skin. It wore a tunic of the purest white, and a lustrous belt round the waist.
But the strangest thing about it was that from the crown of its head there sprung a clear jet of light, and its belt sparkled and glittered, now in one part, now in another. What was light one instant, at another time was dark, so the figure itself fluctuated in its distinctness.
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
And what business brings you here?
Your welfare.
A night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to my welfare.
Your reclamation, then. Rise and walk with me.
The weather and the hour are not adapted to pedestrian purposes.
Come to the window.
Out the window? But I am a mortal and likely to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong merrily the sky is riven with angels singing. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis.
They passed through the wall and stood upon an open country road. The city had entirely vanished.
Good heavens, I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
You recollect the way.
Why, I could walk it blindfold.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years.
Some boys rode towards them on horseback, all in great spirits, shouting to each other and filling the fields with merry music.
Hello! Hello there!
These are but shadows. They have no consciousness of us. The school is not quite deserted this Christmas holiday. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
Yes.
As he had been on a great many Christmases.
Ebenezer?
Fan!
Dear brother, I've come to bring you home.
Home, Fan?
Yes, home. Forever and ever. Father's so much kinder than he used to be. He spoke to me so gently one night that I wasn't afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. And he said yes. We're to be together all Christmas long and have the merriest of time in all the world.
Fan, always a delicate creature whom her breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had, Spirit.
She died a woman and had, I think, children.
One child.
True. Your nephew.
Yes.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
It's nothing but a pimple.
Scrooge next found they were in the thoroughfares of a city.
Is this warehouse door familiar to you?
I was apprenticed here. Oh, look. It's old Fezziwig. Bless his heart. Fezziwig alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer Dickens.
Dick Wilkins, to be sure. Oh, bless me, yes. He was very much attached to me, was Dick. Poor fellow.
Yo-ho, my boys. No more walk tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Let's have the shutters up before a man can say Jack Robinson. Hilly-ho. Clear away, my lads. Let's have lots of room here. Hilly-ho, Dick. Cheer up, Ebenezer.
In came Mrs. Fezziwig, one substantial smile, and Belle, whose cheeks blushed when she saw the young Ebenezer.
Belle, dear Belle. I proposed to her in this very warehouse at one of Fezziwig's parties.
In came the three Miss Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable.
And the 6 young followers whose hearts they broke.
And all the young men and women employed in the business.
And the housemaid and her cousin the baker.
And the cook and the mailman.
In they all came, one after another, pushing and pulling, joining in the dance all at once in various wild assortments of affectionate, if misplaced, groupings.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. And what was in those ships, all 3, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? And what was in those ships, all 3, on Christmas Day in the morning?
Old Fezziwig and Mrs. Fezziwig, top couple, and nobody a match for them.
Well done! Well done! Merry Christmas to all!
Merry Christmas! A toast to Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig.
A toast, Ebenezer, a toast!
Mr. Fezziwig, you're a match for any man here, and there's no denying it.
I thank you, sir, and defy any man to challenge me on the dance floor.
And to Mrs. Fezziwig, a worthy partner in every sense of the word.
Oh, wait, that's not high praise. I don't know what is.
To Mrs. Fezziwig!
Oh, such feasting. The roast, the beer, the mince pies.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Why, is it not? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves praise?
That the happiness he gives is quite as great as if it had cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing particular.
Something, I think.
I should like a word or two with my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quickly.
Again, Scrooge saw himself, now a man in the prime of his life.
Belle.
Another idol has displaced me in your heart, Ebenezer.
What idol has replaced you?
A golden one. And if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
This is the even hand in dealing of the world. There's nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and there's nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, until the master passion gain engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, I am not changed toward you, am I?
Our contract is an old one. When it was made, you were another man. That which promised happiness when we were of one mind is fraught with misery now we are 2. I release you.
Have I ever asked for release?
In words, no.
In what then?
In a changed nature. In an altered spirit. If this promise had never been between us, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now?
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise. But if you were free today, would you choose a dowerless girl, you who now weigh everything by gain? Or choosing her, do I not know that your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do. And I release you with a full heart for love of him you once were. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me?
I told you, these were shadows of things that have been. That they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me. I cannot bear it. Haunt me no longer.
Scrooge found himself once more in his own bedroom. He reeled to bed and sank into a heavy sleep.
Restored to consciousness just in time to hold conference with the second messenger.
Scrooge was prepared to receive anything between a baby and a rhinoceros.
But when the bell tolled and no shape appeared, he was taken with a violent fit of trembling.
A blaze of ruddy light streamed upon the bed.
He traced the ghostly light to the adjoining room and shuffled in his slippers to the door.
Enter!
The room was hung about with living green, holly, mistletoe, and ivy. A mighty blaze went roaring up the chimney. Heaped upon the floor in a kind of throng were turkeys, geese, game, sausages, plum puddings, red-hot chestnuts, cherry-cheeked apples, immense cakes, and seething bowls of punch. Upon this couch sat a jolly giant, clothed in a deep green mantle, his feet and broad chest bare, and a holly wreath set with icicles upon his head.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Come in and know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You've never seen the likes of me before.
Oh, never.
Never walked forth with any members of my family?
I am afraid not. Have you many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
Oh, a tremendous family to provide for. Conduct me where you will. If you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Perhaps it was the good spirit's generous, hearty nature that led him straight to the house of Scrooge's clerk.
Whatever has got your precious father, then, and your brother, Tiny Tim? Oh, and Martha weren't as late last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Martha, there's such a goose, Martha.
Why, bless your heart alive, my dear. How late you are.
Oh, we'd have a deal of work to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Oh, well, never mind, as long as you've come. Now, sit you down before the fire, my dear, and have a warm. Oh, Lord bless you.
No. There's Father coming. Hide, Martha, hide.
But why, where's our Martha?
Yes, where's Martha?
Ooh, not coming.
Not coming?
Not coming on Christmas Day.
Here I am, Father.
Oh.
I can't bear to see you disappointed. Come here. The pudding's singing in the copper, Tim.
And how did little Tim behave in church, Bob?
As good as gold and better. Somehow he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much and thinks the strangest things. He told me that he hoped the people saw him in church because he was a cripple, and it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. He's growing strong and hearty, my dear. I know he is.
Such a pudding, Father, and such a goose.
And such a bustle. You would think the goose was the rarest of birds, a veritable feathered phenomenon. Indeed, there never was such a goose cooked in this household. Enough for everyone, and the youngest Cratchit steeped in sage and onion to the eyebrows.
Hush! Now comes the pudding.
The pudding!
I suppose it should break in turning out.
Suppose somebody should have got over the wall of the backyard and stolen it while we were married with the goose.
No.
Hello, what a great deal of steam. Oh, the pudding is out of the copper. And the smell. It's like an eating house and a pastry cook's with a laundress next door. Oh, it's a wonderful pudding.
My dear, I regard this as your greatest success since our marriage.
Oh, I must confess I had my doubts about the quantity of flour.
Come on.
It's rather a small pudding for such a large family.
Any Cratchit would blush to hint at such a thing. Flat heresy.
A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my kind will find him here.
Oh, no, kind spirit. Say he will be spared.
What then? If he be like to die, he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, beware that wicked cant until you have discovered what the surplus is and where it is. It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I'd hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
Well, it should be Christmas Day, I am sure, on which one drinks to the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. Well, you know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
But Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake, and the day's, but not for his. Long life to him. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
To Mr. Scrooge!
Oh, to Mr. Scrooge!
They were not a handsome family, these Cratchits. They were not well dressed. Their shoes were far from waterproof. Their clothes were scanty and very likely known the inside of a pawnbroker's. But they were happy, grateful, pleased with one another, and contented with the time. When at last they faded, Scrooge had his eye upon them, especially on Tiny Tim, until the very last. Scrooge and his companions left the clerk's house and went into the street, where all was a bustle with preparations.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la.
Then, without a word of warning, they stood upon a bleak and desert moor.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child.
What place is this?
A place where miners live who labor in the bowels of the earth. But they know me.
Scrooge and the spirit travelled far and wide that night, if it was indeed but a single night. They visited sailors on their dark watch at sea, and exiles in foreign lands, sick beds and almshouses, hospitals and jails, and anywhere that vain man in his little authority had not made fast the door and barred the spirit out. And everywhere they stopped, the spirit left his blessing. It was a great surprise to Scrooge to hear of a sudden a hearty laugh. If you should happen by unlikely chance to know a man more blessed in a laugh than Scrooge's nephew, all I can say is I should like to know him too. Introduce me, and I'll cultivate the acquaintance.
He said Christmas was a humbug, as I live. He believed it, too.
More shame on him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth. And not so pleasant as he might be. But his offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm sure he is very rich, Fred. At least you always tell me so.
What of it, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't even make himself comfortable with it.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. who suffers by his ill whims? Himself, always. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us and won't come dine with us. What's the consequence? He misses out on a perfectly dreadful dinner.
Indeed. I think he loses a very good dinner.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I haven't much faith in these young housekeepers. What do you say, Topper?
Oh, alas, I am a bachelor, a wretched outcast with no right whatsoever to express an opinion on the subject.
Do go on, Fred. You never finish what you're saying.
Well, I was only going to say that by not making merry with us, he loses some pleasant moments, which could do him no harm. I mean to give him the chance every year, whether he likes it or not.
Quite the musical gathering at Fred's, I can assure you, especially young Mr. Topper, who could growl away in the bass like a good one and never swell the large veins in his forehead or get red in the face over it.
Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year.
But they didn't devote the whole evening to music. First, it was a game of blind man's bluff. And I no more believe Topper was really blind than I believe he had eyes in his boots. The way he went after Mrs. Fred's sister was an outrage on the credulity of human nature. Tumbling over chairs, bumping up against the piano, smothering himself in the curtains. Wherever she went, there went he. He wouldn't catch anybody else. There might have been 20 people there, young and old, but they all played. And so did Scrooge.
Our time grows short.
Oh, please, Spirit. Let me stay until the guests have gone.
Here's a new game. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Oh, one last game, Spirit. Only one.
I'll think of something, and you must find out what it is. You may ask me any question with a yes or no answer.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
A deer?
Decidedly not.
A savage animal?
Yes.
What? Does it grunt?
Yes.
Is it a pig?
No.
Can it talk?
Yes.
Oh.
A parrot?
No.
Does it growl?
Yes.
Is it a bear?
No.
Yes, can't
Is
talk.
it found in London?
Oh, yes.
Free to walk about the streets?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I have it. I know where it is. Your Uncle Scrooge.
Correct, my dear. Uncle Scrooge it is. And as he has given us plenty of merriment, it would be ungrateful not to drink his health. Here's a glass of mulled wine ready to hand, and I say, to Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge!
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to him, wherever he is.
Thank you, one and all.
My life upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
At midnight. But there is one last sight you must see. Look here.
From the foldings of his robe, the Spirit brought 2 children, a boy and a girl, wretched, abject, frightful. They knelt at his feet and clung to his garment. A stale and shriveled hand had pinched and twisted their features. No perversion or degradation of humanity has monsters half so horrible and dread.
Spirit, are they yours?
They are man's. They cling to me for protection. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. Beware them both. But most of all, beware this boy.
Have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons?
Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
The bell struck 12. Scrooge looked about him for the ghost and saw it not. He beheld instead a solemn phantom, draped and hooded, coming like a mist along the ground toward him. A deep black garment concealed its head, face, form, and left nothing visible save one outreached hand.
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not yet happened, but will happen. Is that so, Spirit? Will you not speak to me? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. But I'm prepared to bear you company. Lead on, Spirit.
They entered poor Bob Cratchit's house and found the mother and children seated around the fire.
At the time the disciples asked, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a little child and set him in the midst of them. Oh, shall I stop, Mother?
The color hurts my eyes. It makes them weak by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father for all the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. But I think he walks a little slower than he used to these last few evenings.
Oh, I have known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulders, very fast indeed.
And so have I. Often.
So have I.
But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him, so it was no trouble.
Hello, my dears.
Robert, come in, have a warm.
I'm sorry to be late, my dear. I went there today. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. I promised him I would walk there every Sunday. My little child. My Tiny Tim.
Oh, Robert.
I am sure that we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? Or this first parting that there was among us. And when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, though he was but a little child, we should not quarrel easily among ourselves.
The phantom moved away. Scrooge followed in its shadow. The city seemed to spring about them and encompass them.
They stood in the heart of the exchange. The spirit stopped beside one little knot of businessmen.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Oh, why? What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
What's he done with his money?
Left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's likely to be a cheap funeral. I don't know anybody to go to it.
Oh, I don't mind going if a lunch is provided. Yeah. But I must be fed.
I know those men. I do business with them. Whom do they speak of? Why do you show me this?
There was no reply. The bony finger pointed again, and Scrooge found himself in an obscure part of town, a place of ill repute.
The ways were foul and narrow, and the whole place reeked of crime, filth, and misery. In this den of infamous resort was a low-browed, beetling shop. A grey-haired rascal, covered in miscellaneous tatters, sat amongst the mountains of unseemly rags.
Hey, look here, old Joe. Here's a chance if we haven't all three met here without meaning it. The charwoman, the laundress, and the undertaker.
You couldn't have met in a better place. Come into my parlor. You were made free of it long ago, you know, and the other two ain't strangers. Stop till I shut the door of the shop. There ain't such a rusty bit of metal in the place as its own hinges, I believe, and I'm sure there's no such old bones here as mine. Well, all suitable to our calling. We're all well matched. Come into the parlor. Come into the parlor.
Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true indeed. No man so more so.
Hey, well, then why don't you just stop standing there as if you was afraid, woman? Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in each other's coats, I suppose.
Oh, no, indeed.
No, I should hope not.
Well, very well, then. That's enough. Now, who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
If you wanted to keep him after he was dead, why weren't he more natural in his lifetime? Wicked old screw. Or if he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping out his last there all alone by himself.
It's the truest word that ever was spoke. It's a judgment on him.
It would have been an heavier one, you may depend on it, if I could have laid my hands on anything else. Open that bundle, Joe. I'm not afraid to be first. We knew pretty well we was helping ourselves before we met here, I believe. It's no sin. Open the bundle, Joe.
Chivalry forbids it. I'll go first, Joe.
Okay, let's see. Seal ring, pencil case, pair of sleeve buttons, brooch. Here's your account. And I wouldn't give another sixpence if I was to be boiled for not doing it. Who's next?
I'll be next.
Let's see here. Sheets, towels, 2 shirts, 2 teaspoons, silver, 1 sugar, pair of tongs, 2 pair of boots. Here's your tally. I always give too much to the ladies. It's a weakness of mine, and that's the way I ruin myself. If you asked me for another penny and made it an open question, I'd repent my liberality and knock off half a crown.
Now undo my bundle, Joe.
What do you call this? Bed curtains?
Aye, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took 'em down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
Well, I shan't hold back my hand for the sake of such a man as he was, I promise you, Joe. Hey, don't drop that oil upon them blankets now.
His blankets?
Well, who else's do you think? He ain't likely to take cold without 'em, I dare say.
He didn't die of anything catching.
Oh, I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things if he did. You may look through that shirt until your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it. It's the best one he had. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
Wasted it?
Well, buried him in it, to be sure. But I took it off again, as if calico ain't good enough for such a purpose. It's quite becoming to the body. He couldn't have looked any uglier than he did in that one.
Well, that's an end of it then. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he's dead.
Is there not a man, woman, or child to say a kind word for this wretched creature? Who is it they speak of?
The phantom pointed forward until they reached the iron gate of a churchyard, walled in by houses, overrun by grass and weeds, choked up with too much burying. A worthy place. The spirit stood among the graves and pointed down to one.
Before I draw nearer to that gravestone you show me, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of the things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, but if the courses be departed from, surely the ends will change. Say this thus with what you show me.
The spirit was immovable as ever. Scrooge crept toward it, trembling as he went, and following the pointing finger, read upon the stone of the neglected grave his own name. Ebenezer Scrooge!
No, Spirit, no! Oh, Spirit, hear me. I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I must have been. Why show me this if I am past all hope? Good Spirit, say that I may yet change these shadows by an altered life. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone.
Scrooge held up his hands in supplication and saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrank, collapsed, and dwindled down onto a bedpost.
My bed. My room. The bed curtains, they're not torn down. They're here. I am here. The shadows of things that would have been may be dispelled. And they will be. I know they will. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year. I will live in the past, present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and Christmas time be praised. I say it on my knees, old Jacob, on my knees. Oh, there's the corner where the ghost of Christmas present sat. And there's the window where I saw the wandering spirits. It's all right, it's all true, it all happened. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. Hello!
Really, for a man who'd been out of practice for so many years, he had a splendid laugh. The father of a long line of brilliant laughs.
I don't know what day of the month it is. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. And I don't care. I'm quite a baby. I'd rather be a baby. Hello. The church bells. Ding dong. Oh, glorious. The sunlight, heavenly sky, jovial cold, fresh air. Oh, glorious, glorious, and again glorious. Oh, hello there, boy.
Aye?
What's today?
What?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Why, it's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? I haven't missed it. The spirits did it all in one night. Oh, they can do anything they like. Of course they can. Hello, my fine fellow.
Hello?
Do you know the poulterers in the next street but one?
I should hope I did.
Oh, an intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know whether they sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little one, the big one.
What, the one as big as me?
What a delightful boy. A pleasure to talk to. Yes, my buck.
It's hanging there now.
Go and buy it.
Walker!
No, I'm in earnest. Go and buy it and tell him to bring it here, that I may give directions where to take it. Come back with the man, I'll give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He won't know who sent it. Yeah, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim.
Shaving was a bit of a task, trembling as he was. But if he'd cut off the end of his nose, he would have put a piece of sticking plaster over it and been quite satisfied. He dressed all in his best and at last got out into the streets.
Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Good morning, sir. A very Merry Christmas to you. Oh, good morning, my dear. Oh, good morning, lad. Good morning. Oh, Ephraim Parthagill.
Mr. Scrooge, sir, I know I ain't paid my debt yet, sir, but it's my wife, sir.
Consider it paid, my good man.
Paid, sir?
Yes. And here's a little something for your wife.
Thank you, sir.
A Merry Christmas to you, my good fellow.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge!
Oh, there's the two fellows from the charity fund. Hello, my fine fellows. My dear sirs, how do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name. I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness to accept a small donation?
Lord bless me.
Mr. Scrooge, my dear, are you serious?
If you please, and not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor?
My dear sir, I don't know what to say to such generosity.
Don't say anything, please. Come and see me. Will you come and see me?
We will.
I am much obliged to you. Thank you 50 times. Bless you both. And a very Merry Christmas to you.
Scrooge went to church and walked about the streets and watched people hurrying to and fro and patted children on the head and found that everything yielded him pleasure.
In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. He passed the front door a dozen times before he had the courage to go up and knock.
Fred?
Uncle Scrooge!
Dear heart alive.
I have come to dinner. Will you let me in?
Let him in? It is a mercy they didn't shake his arm off. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful happiness.
But Scrooge was early at the office the next morning. Oh, he was there early. If he could only be there first to catch Bob Cratchit coming late. That was the thing he had set his heart upon.
And he did it. The clock was full, 18 minutes and a half behind his time.
Hello? What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I am very sorry. I am behind my time.
Yes, you are. I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please.
It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
I'm sure you were. I'll tell you what, my friend. I am not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, you leave me no recourse but to raise your salary. A Merry Christmas, Bob. A Merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I've given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your family. We'll discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a bowl of Christmas punch. Now, make up the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father.
He became as good a friend, as good a master, and good a man as the good old city knew.
Or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world.
And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding.
Tonight's performers were Chris Porter as Scrooge, Scott Jameson, Alan King, Renee King, Cindy McGeehan, Bruce Miles, live Foley by Dino D'Elfield and David Ian, the Holly Jolly Singers, led by Bennett Bailey, Vacara Marshall, Kristen Bueller, Michael Hilton, Ben Espana, Martin John Gallagher is our live sound, Autumn Tripathi is our stage manager, and C. Christopher Hart did the Magic Lantern Show. Special thanks to John Barber and WSUV and Dan Wyatt of the Higgins Theater. I am Sam A. Mowry, the director of the workshop, and until next time, we remain obediently yours.